Welcome back to the Elevate blog. We are EnglishTeachers.com. I'm here with Mariya today. Hello.
Hi, Abby. Glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming on. Where are you in the world at the moment?
I'm based in the UK.
Mm-hmm. And you're nice and warm at the moment?
Well, yes, fortunately, it's a bit cooler today.
I see. And you're an English teacher?
I'm an English teacher. Yeah, I teach online, and I help multilingual professionals improve their English communication skills, especially in high-pressure situations.
I see. That's quite a specific thing you're doing. How did you come to be working with those kind of people as professionals?
Right. Well, I started my career I've been in education for over 20 years. And I started out as an educational counselor and then gradually transitioned into teaching English as an additional language. So for a period of time, I balanced both roles, working with learners from all sorts of linguistic backgrounds. And I also have extensive experience with neurodiverse learners. Throughout that journey, communication has always been my central focus. So here I am, workplace communication, that's something that I've always been passionate about. And having also the lived experience, working across languages. So that's culminated for the last 6 years alongside working with neurodivergent students. That was my main focus. And how can I help? What are the barriers and how to remove barriers to step forward and be seen if we don't know the language.
Yeah. I think, do your learners find they could be quite a high level of English, but then they come to the workplace and there's a whole other kind of language going on there? They need more confidence to speak in that kind of situation?
Yes, that's there is a widely known phrase, speak so I can see you. And it highlights the idea that person's speech reveals their character. So this made me reflect on the basic human need for visibility, for belonging, for recognition, for self-worth. And from that perspective, learning the language and improving your language skills is not just about the language. It's the other aspects of communication. It's the emotional and cognitive aspects and dimensions of communication and handling complex interactions, especially under pressure, especially when it matters at work. And again, a workplace is somewhere we crave to be recognized not only for the experts we are, but also as an individuals, to be seen as credible, to be part of a team, to work collaboratively, and that's to be truly seen for who you are as an expert and as an individual.
Right. Yeah, I imagine it could be very frustrating when you want to convey your expertise, but your language is the only thing holding you back.
Yes, that's very, very, very nicely, you put it very nicely. That's exactly what is happening, holding back, not stepping forward, leaving parts of yourself, because that's what you've been working towards, to contribute, to be useful, to be with others, to connect with others, and then together build on something. So that's been left out, and it's quite of a yeah, I mean, that's not just for the person, that's for all of us. We all have to be part of building something better, and it happens through connection and collaboration. So workplaces is where we come together to build things, and everyone needs to be seen, and they should be seen. We want them to be seen.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Okay. Do you have any sort of memorable moments from your students, or interesting stories from your learners?
That's I've got to be honest, every lesson is memorable. There is always like a gem that is staying with you, and you're like discovering something more, something else, something more brilliant, and seeing this journey unfolding for individuals who improve their language skills, but also how their faces are brightening up, but the aha moments, them coming back and giving the feedback that something happened, and they didn't even expect, they didn't know that it's possible. These are the most memorable probably moments. And it could be something as simple as well, we had a guest, or we had someone at work, we had a new someone that is coming, and for a couple of days they come from a different country, and we won't have them again, and I was able to speak to them. Networking, socializing, bringing new opportunities to life, just because you got your courage to initiate conversation. They often struggle to initiate conversations too, which is also a pity, because you never know what can happen, what would happen next if you just start speaking to someone. And these are all things that we can develop. These are skills. We're lucky. These are skills that means we can learn how to step in our confidence, how to gain these experience through structured practice that is then applicable. And here is the feedback. I did it, Mariya. I didn't expect, or they just leave aside the learned helplessness or anything that they were assuming would never happen. And this is everyday life that they have at work, or even outside the workplace. That's the whole goal. The ultimate goal is the whole individual and all aspects of their lives.
Yeah, that's so true, isn't it? Because we say, "Oh, I can't do that. And that's not kind of what I can do." And unless someone actually challenges you, like your teacher, and says, "Yeah, you can, and this is how we can do it."
Yes, this is very important, and the consistency that is my learners and myself as a learner, because I'm also learning. We learn constantly. I also learn languages and improve and try to get deeper into that's the mechanism behind, because that's very important to be able to see. Again, you have to see the person and see their struggles, and then from there give the advice of, that is what is working, and I've seen it over and over, and I've experienced it, and that's proven practice. That's consistency, and giving the tools of how to think clearly, speak clearly under pressure, so that they can stay confident in the situation. And through that experience, then there is the feedback, and then there is the courage to do it again. And once the momentum is gained, the consistency is not anymore a challenge. You just do it because that's part of who you are. And everyday practice then is not that difficult. So after a period of time in education, that's the point of education. Learners are able to sustain practice. They know how to. What is their own? How are they built? Their communication styles, what they prefer, and how would they continue without that much support and without that much input and advice, they are able to figure out their own ways to sustain practice, because we all know language is that's a very that's a marathon. It's the course or the program, the practice that we are enabling during the sessions is to give them the tools for them to sustain and keep on going, and then more, and of course more agency. I'd like to continue. I feel like as I do this or that, so they become more and more vocal, and that's not only in their lives, but that's also about their learning and the ways they learn and want to continue learning.
Yeah, exactly. I see. So I think I've got an idea, but why do you like being a teacher? What is it about teaching English and being a teacher that you really enjoy?
I've always, as I said, I've always been in education, and it's part of my deep. I mean, whatever I say would sound like all of us, all the teachers, I believe, I've never met a teacher who's not like that. We really care. That's the desire, the desire to help and to see how improvement is evolving and how the person is able to do something that they couldn't do before. So the process of transformation is there, is real. The emotions are real. It's not just intriguing philosophically. It's an intellectually. There is much more emotion. It's an emotional profession, and I think we are professionals that are built to help. And that's just one way to do it. And the more you gain experience and expertise, and the more you do it, the better you are. And that is something that keeps you going, because you can't just bury your talent. You can't leave it aside, because you know how much that would help. You know how much, and you help the way you wish to be helped also. It's something that is that's a very human thing to learn and to help others learn. That's how we evolve.
That's right. Okay, Mary, thank you very much. It's really interesting to talk to you today. Thank you.
Thanks, Abby. Thanks for having me.